Okay, a warm hello and welcome to all the viewers over there on my YouTube channel named Prachiti Punde. Today we have a superb and excellent guest with us who is working since last 13 years in MNCs, that is multinational companies, and she is Megha Darda. Welcome Megha Darda to my channel.
Thank you, Prachiti.
Yes, and let me tell you all viewers that Megha has written a book on cracking the fear code. It is a bestseller book of the date and it is doing excellent work. So yes, coming to our topic today, Megha. Megha, tell me my viewers about your journey. Like, how was this journey from being 13 years into MNCs and then writing a book, authoring a book on cracking the fear code. Tell me about your journey, Megha.
First of all, thank you, Prachiti, for inviting me on this superb live session. I'm really grateful. And yes, I'm Megha, and I have total 30.
Yes, Megha. I think there is a little bit of internet issue over there. So yeah, viewers will wait for Megha and we'll check whether she is coming back online with us. So yes, until Megha comes, let me tell you all a few things because today we were supposed to talk about fear. So what fear is? Actually, fear is explained as false expectations, future expectations which are present about the perceived reality, about future expectations appearing real. That is FEAR. And fear literally is crushing people's minds today. Fear basically is future related anxiety. We can also call it as uncertainty because future, it is all about future. It is not about the past. Yeah. So depression, uncertainty can be about the past. So it is related to past things. Fear is something which is related to the future anxiety, future uncertainty. And also, let me tell you about what two types of fears are. It's not always that fear is bad or fear is not good. In fact, fear can be a good sign for you if you use it properly, if you have that enough knowledge about what exactly fear means. And fear is basically situational fear and psychological fear. So, what situational fear is? Basically, our minds, which is our brain, the primitive part of our brain, is instinctual brain. What does instinctual brain means? It means that, yeah, I think Megha is back again. I'll just take her on the stream. Hi, Megha. So yeah, I think we'll have some certain issues like these. So it's okay because this is also a kind of uh, uncertainty about the future. And you know, Megha, what one nice thing happened today because we are doing a live talk about fear. And what happened is that I am the host and you are the guest who is supposed to speak. And suddenly you were off, you know, suddenly you went off and I was like, oh my god, now what would I talk to my audience? But I'm very happy that I never showed on fear. I never showed any expression or any reflection about any kind of uncertainty which is not in my control. And I started the talk about fear. So I told what fear is basically, and that there are two types of fear, which is one is situational fear and psychological fear. So these two fears, audience, I'll explain it to you later on. So until Megha is with us, we'll just hear us because let me remind you all that this session is not going to be too prolonged. It is only a 20-minute session which is scheduled. because even I like to be crisp, short, and giving you a lot of knowledge, lot of insights in short while. Because time is something which is very valuable, and we all should value our time. This is what I had told you in self mastery class itself. So I value my time, I value Megha's time, and I do value your time. So we'll talk about situational and psychological fear later on, and let's get back to Megha about her journey. Yes, Megha, tell me about your journey.
Hi, Prachiti, and yeah, it sometimes happens this kind of glitch and all. We have to just deal with all those stuff. And thanks
It's
a
a
lot for
live
talking
example
about.
for our audience. It's a live example about uncertainty.
Yes, you have to be just normal. See, few things are not in your control, so you have to just go with the flow and how it is going. So I am Megha. I am author of book Cracking the Fear Code, and thank you, Prachiti, for inviting me in your live session. And as you have already mentioned, I am into multinational company from last 13 years. So people will think why this lady who is in multinational company and into automation and technical stuff has come up with a book that is on cracking the fear code. It is a completely different ball game altogether. So few of
Yeah.
my colleagues actually they asked me, Prachiti, about like whether this book is about coding because see it is codes are there tracking the fear code. So somehow they skipped fear part and they were asking me, you have written a book on coding. I told no, it's about how to break your fear code. So book is about fear, origin of the fears, from where our fears are coming, and how we can actually discuss our fears with our relative or person who we believe. Like we'll not go out and tell about the things. We can just discuss it and then how to actually work on our fear and overcome it.
Okay.
So, so this basically the story is it's around a girl named Anuradha and her small tiny fears, and then how in her journey she has faced all those fear and able to overcome all those fears. So it's about it.
Okay. So yeah, I think Megha, we are really excited about your book called Fear. This your journey is really interesting and nice to hear that. And tell me more about your book. Like what contents are there in your book? What insights the audience will get about fear in this book?
Okay. So, may I have your permission, Praniti, to start with a very short story? We'll just start with a short story and
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
exactly tell you what is the origin.
Okay, but we'll make it crisp for the audience. Will not take much
Yes,
time. Yes.
yes, sure. So, there was a boy in ninth. He was now walking in a valley. So he was knowing that this valley is very deep. And somehow in the night he slipped from the valley, and he was knowing without looking at it, he was knowing like now I'm gone. So somehow he managed to cling onto a branch of a tree.
Hmm.
So full night was torture for him because you know this. Yeah, he was aware this very valley is very deep. So once he go there, he'll die. So
Okay.
complete
Hmm.
night was a torture for him. Somehow he clinged to the branch and his hands was shivering and full of sweat and all. और somehow उसने कैसे manage किया to just cling onto the branch. And morning when the sun came, what he saw just थोड़ा सा नीचे there was a big rock there. So
Oh.
even in the so even in the night he would have just like even slept on that and stand on that. So you see here, see our fear also it is just 6 feet deep. Like it's your wish whether you want to cling to it and live your life, or you just want to leave and just enjoy your life. So it's basically up to you whether you want to be there or you want to be here. So
Yes.
it's the story.
Yeah. So I feel it's our own choice, as you said rightly, how long we hold on to fear. The amount of fear, the quantity of fear, the intensity of fear is really not that important. What is important is how long you hold on to it, whether you just leave it and move ahead. You choose which path you want to go. So we get two insights
Exactly.
here. One, which is how long you hold on, and the second one is what do you choose, because choice is something which is yours. Maybe the fear is not in your control, the external situation is not in your control, Maybe the things are not in your control, but what is in your control is your choice to choose. Very nice, Megha. Yes, tell me more.
Yeah, exactly. So we all know, we all have fears. Okay, but from where these fears are coming? So I think you would have heard about the concept called ikigai. So iki as
Yeah,
in to live. It is a Japanese concept, and there is a book on it. So iki means
yeah.
to live, and kai means purpose. So
Okay.
what is your purpose of living? When you get up every morning, how do you feel about your life? Are you excited about your life? Or you tell Megha, no, I don't want to get up in the morning at all because I have something that's stopping me to do stuff. Okay. So many people they come to me and they tell Megha, how are you so energetic? How are you so excited? Full day. That you do this,
Yeah.
do that, you are sleeping. And I'm telling you, I don't feel pressure because I love doing this. I love
Yes.
talking to people. I love
Exactly.
my work. Yeah, so at that time you don't feel pressure. So the thing is, when you get up in the morning, you get up with your fear or you get up with your energy. So the choice is up to you. The choice is up
Yes.
to you, and definitely you have to work on it. Because your mind is, you have to program your mind accordingly. You can
Yeah.
program according to your. So instead of mind controlling you for everything, you start telling your mind. No, you have to perform in this certain way. So you have you that program you have to build for your mind.
Yes.
So that
So
is ikigai.
yes.
Uh,
So from this
Basically,
ikigai, what insights, like I'm giving shorter insights, making it crisp, Mega. What I feel
yeah,
that yes, ikigai, living life for a purpose, and what the insight was that when you live your life out of your purpose and out of your passion, then it is where your energy levels will be sustained and you'll be really happy from your heart. So that with a happy heart you won't hurt people around, because what I always keep on saying in my clinic where I life coach my patients is hurt people. So first you have to heal your hurts so that you do not hurt others. And once you are on your life passion, then your energy levels will be sustained throughout. You'll be smiling, laughing happily, enjoying life, and this is what success means. Success
yeah,
doesn't mean
exactly.
one which is coming externally, like you're showing your trophies, you're showing your medals, you're showing your certificates, you're showing how Instagram and YouTube and how many followers you have, but within you you're lost somewhere. So that is not which is success. True success lies where you are reaching that level, reaching the inner core of your passion. You know who you truly are, what you are capable or are, and you are on that path, you are on that journey. But yes, as you rightly said, to know all these things you have to choose it first. And once you choose it, the second step would be you have to work on it. Because as a life coach, I have dealt with more than 5,000 plus patients in last two 5,000, sorry, in last 12 years. And sorry I said patients, but they are clients, they are not patients. They are someone who needs their goals to be cleared, and someone who needs to be clear of their mind regarding fears, emotions, and a past life or past incidences. So yes, these are the two, three insights which we got. Thanks a lot, Megha. It was very insightful. So
Exactly. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
come on that topic actually. What are the like you were talking about fear settings and fear triggers. So these are the two
yeah.
words here, which I heard. So what exactly do these mean?
So, we learn about goal setting. Even in our daily life, we talk about goal setting. These are my goals. Even in company, they give you these are your goals, and you have some certain timeline to attain all your goals. Even
Okay.
in the school, they give you goals. This is the exam, and then you have to prepare. You have to prepare for it, and you have to give your exams. But nobody talks about peer setting. So
Yeah.
what does it mean? What is fear setting, and why is it required? First of all, why fear setting? So I'll tell you
Okay.
something. As you do your goal setting, same way you have to aware of your fears. If you are not
Okay.
aware of something, if you are not aware of something and you will not accept it, how can you work on it? So
Yeah.
first of all,
Exactly.
what you have to do, Prachiti, you have to set your fears. As in, you have to just sit in one place. Like we have taken out time now to talk about it. So same way we can take out some time. We just close your eyes for some time and identify your fears. Might be you will see you have just one or two fears. You feel might identify you have 10 fears. It's okay. You have to first of all see whether all these fears are related and it's a one root, or all those fears are different from each other.
Okay.
Once you identify that, what you have to do, you have to write it down. Writing down it's very important for this complete process. So what you have to do, once you have figured out your five or six fears, what you have to do, first fear would be when you know it's a very small fear, which you as correct tool would be provided, you can overcome it in a day or 2 days or 3 days. So first keep that fear. And then you feel like few fears which is like very big fear for me because it has come from some belief system itself. My belief system in the origin itself was not correct. I got it from, let's say, my parents, but or my family or my friends that time. But that time it was not wrong. But now it is not correct for me. So those kind of fears where you feel it will take more time to overcome, keep it at last. So now what you have done, you identified your fears. Now you know what triggers you to get into that fear. Okay, so you have to write down your triggers, and then you have to think how do you respond to it. So as of now, you are just reacting to your fear. Can you respond to that? Write it down. How can instantly, and then at the end, you give yourself a timeline. This fear, I'll just try to overcome in a day or two. Likewise, you make complete plan for you. And you will see we can actually talk more about it in a detailed way. But this is how you do your fear settings, Rachiti.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, so this is a very nice and crisp insight. I think, as you said, I got to hear four steps, which is one, you have to sit down with your fear. The second is you have to write it down with your fears. The third one is you have to choose whether you react or respond. And the fourth one is you have to give a timeline. So very rightly said, Megha. But tell me, do you have some tools to overcome this fear? Like, what tools can we give our audience?
yes. So first of all, when we talk about tools, it depends on the person. Person to person, it varies. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to accept it. Don't just try to run from it. Accept it. These are my fears, and there is nothing wrong. Everybody has fear. First of all, understand everybody in this world has fear. So you don't have to run away from it. Accept it. I have this fear. I'm very open about it. I'm vocal about it. Once you are open about it, what you know, you have accepted it. You have understood from where it is coming. So first thing is accept your fear. Second is the very good way of actually overcoming any fear is visualization. Visualize it. Let's take one example. Tomorrow you have an interview. This is the interview which you always thought this interview is going to be a life changer for you. But today, when you are tomorrow when your interview is there, today you are anxious about it. Just what you have to do, you have to close your eyes, think about it. Tomorrow my interview is going to be awesome. I'm in front of the interviewer. I'm doing whatever I know I'm doing. I'm giving my best. And then when you visualize it two, three times before your interview, what happens when you tomorrow you are there in the interview? It is like very normal because you have already practiced it multiple times. So it
Yeah.
would be very
I
normal
think
day
I
for you.
think you must have seen me yesterday twice, thrice, no, in visualizations.
Sorry?
Just you must have seen me twice, thrice yesterday in your visualizations.
That's the key. Now we are very normal, Prithvi, because I know you are a very good friend of mine, and we are just talking normal. Otherwise, going to the camera
Exactly.
and talking, people think how they'll do it. But now it is very casual, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yes. So yeah, these are the two steps, and further, what more to do, Megha?
There are many, so I have already spoken about two. I'll just add one more with the respect of the time. I'll add one more. Self-talk. Self-talk is very
Yes.
important. See, when you are in crowd, you can tell, okay, I'm so much, I can do this, I'm this, But when you are alone, in your alone time, what kind of self-talk you do? Are you kind of a person who always tell in the public you tell I can do that, but when you are alone, you think I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And this
Yes.
mind, I'm telling you, conscious mind is very smart. And you can program your subconscious mind. So as I'm not telling you have to force, no, no, I have to just think I'm good enough. I'm to program your mind. Sometimes what you have to do, you have to become actor. Once you are
Okay.
actor, once you act, no, I'm good enough. I'm smart. So in your subconscious mind, he is listening to you. It is listening to what happens in actual situation come, no, Megha, you are good enough and you know it. So sometimes you have to act, you have to self-talk, and then you can see the difference.
So that's really nice. What you said is self-talk, inner monologue, we can call it, which is really important. What we talk to our own self, and whether we have this fear, and if we are not ready to accept it, you say that it's okay, Prachiti. You are not ready to accept this fear. You are not ready to accept this negativity. It's okay. You just pacify your mind first before you deal with it. As you said, even it's not that you have to make a compulsion or a control on your mind that I have to schedule it this way. It could just be random sometimes. So allow your mind to be free first, allow your mind to be calm first, because if you start controlling your mind again, it will go into that fearful stage. So first, for that control on mind, you have to let it set free, let it be peaceful, calmful, and then you have to analyze and then rethink, revisualize, and do all these steps which you have told. Also, Megha, I would just like to finish off what I was saying before we end the session. Was I was talking about situational fear and psychological fear, because
Yeah,
situational fear is something which is instinctual. It is naturally there in our minds, in our primitive brains, because our ancestors used to live in jungles. So we are through generations we are carrying this primitive brains within us, and through generations our genes are encoded for reacting in this state of fear. If
yeah,
actually in jungles there used to be tigers, lions, and people used to get attacked, or might be there was no food at that time. So even this uncertainty of food was there, uncertainty of weather conditions, and then human beings could perceive the danger. They could perceive the danger. They could feel the fear within themselves and immediately act upon the fear. So what the actions were was flight, or freeze response. So it was
yes,
either they ran away from the tiger, or they could freeze, or they could just fight with the tiger if they are muscular enough. So these were the responses which were created. And once the situation is gone, like once the tiger is gone, the situation is over, they used to come back to normal. And during fear, because there are many physiological and biochemical changes, hormonal changes in the body, they
yeah,
used to just be normal, and then they used to go back to their works. But what happened is, now we don't stay in jungles. Now there are no certain such conditions where we are not getting enough food or water anywhere. So what happens is, now it is most of the times fear is important if you pay attention to yourself. But then if there is psychological fear, the fear of something which is not existing, then it
yeah,
will create lifestyle modified diseases, and then it will create certain situations where the fear will be sustained, it will be prolonged, and you carry these fears with you for so many years. Mega, I've seen
yeah,
patients like carrying fears for years and years together. Oh my God. And this
yeah.
has to be healed. I think your book will also give a very nice insight about this. So yes, these were the two fears, situational and psychological fears. Megha, you are getting very nice comments. Can you see the comments? Uh,
I can see. You can share it.
This is, I think, Piyush Jain, Neha Jain. Thank you. Thank you. Can you see it right now?
Let me just check. I
Uh,
can check. Yes.
Arham's, yeah, fact time. Thank you, all you viewers. Thanks a lot. Uh, oh, I feel Megha has again an issue about connectivity and her range. Um, so, yeah, I'll talk for 5-10 minutes until she's back. So, yes, these were the situational and psychological fears. Yes, Megha. Yes, Megha.
Yeah,
Can you see these comments?
yeah, yeah. I can see. I can
I
see.
think Neha has also posted for you. Okay. Okay, Megha, was very nice talking to you, and about the insights about your book, about fear. I'm sure viewers have got very nice tools, very nice insights. We have given them a planned stepwise process also, and it was very nice connecting with you. Do you have any closing message for my viewers, Megha?
So just one point is like I have written this book, Cracking the Fear Code from My Heart, and I feel if we do something from heart, other heart can connect to it. So if you get some time during the weekend, just read it, and if you feel like it can help somebody, just share with them and give your reviews, and so that's it. And always try to be happy all the time, because that is the life we have got. So always be happy and do something creative all the day. So I just want to add with two liners. इश्क कर
Yes.
लीजिए इश्क कर लीजिए बेइंतहा किताबों से इश्क कर
Oh,
लीजिए बेइंतहा किताबों से एक वही है जो अपनी बातों से नहीं पलटती. तो
oh,
uh,
वाह क्या बात है, क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया.
so that's about it. So that's from my end, Prachiti, and it was really very nice talking to you, and I hear your insights as well in the topic. It was a great half an hour.
Yeah. So, okay, all you viewers, thank you, Megha, once again, and do share your comments, likes, and do check out Megha's book also. Thank you. So here we end the session, Megha. Thanks a lot. Bye, all of you.
Thank you.
Take care, and please come out of these fears, come out of uncertainties, and just enjoy your life ahead. So yes, thank you all once again. Wish you a good life.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye bye.